My supreme namaskarams to each one of the subscribers and viewers and all, expressing from the bottom of my heart and also thanking each one of you. We were discussing in part 1 about the various conditions that are imposed, particularly in minor offences cases, and let us see what is happening in India in most of the minor offences cases before dealing with the other aspects. See, the legal system requires, as per the present law, for giving a bond, surety bond by the accused in minor cases. I suggest in minor offences cases, wherever it is possible, to release the accused in terms of law on self bond or by retaining a copy of the Aadhaar card after confirmation about the genuinity of that card, and also the household supply card and voters card and identity of the accused, and by making one of the parents or friends to give a personal bond without any property being kept as surety, or offering and making deposit of some amount as surety in most of the minor offences, so that there will be decongesting in the jails. And also one more thing, if necessary, a new card or a provision in the Aadhaar card or income tax certificate can be created showing the capacity and value of the properties of each individual on a particular day, that is the first day of an year, and reviewing it from time to time depending upon the income tax returns of that accused or the person, or the values of the property of him in particular municipality or panchayat, instead of making them to go to municipality or panchayats and getting certificates and all that. This provision can be made in law and used in minor offences where bail can be granted by taking monetary surety bands, so that there will not be any delay. And the second condition that can be imposed is that the accused to be sent to jail after remanding of the accused only after disposal of the bail application that is filed, if filed, at the time of remanding of the accused, but by giving some at least 5 to 6 hours time before actually sending the accused to jail after remanding of him, so that if bail is granted, the exercise of taking bond be completed in the court only, so as to avoid a person going to accuse jail, to avoid to make decongesting of jails, and to see that his fundamental human rights, fundamental rights are protected. This is what I suggest. Okay. Apart from that, even for petty offences in most of the subordinate courts, where the punishment is less than 3 years, the bond amount is generally kept more than 10,000 rupees, and in some cases even 30,000. And if it is in Supreme Court, it is keeping in many cases even more amount. Even in when you look into a case of Bhopal, in Bhopal courts, you know very well, in Madhya Pradesh, Orissa and some of the states, mostly there are many landless poor persons who are not having food for the day. In Orissa, if an accident occurs, because of the serious conditions that are imposed and posting the matter to a nearer date, some of the drivers of lorry, they don't return. They stay there and work there even after taking bail, because the adjournments that are granted in a particular case is very less, with less time. That's what I found. I was told. Apart from that, they are not in a position to offer surety bonds. Monetary surety bonds are depositing of money. So the socio-economic caste census, keeping in view of rural landlessness without any income or regular income, clearly shows that if you impose onerous conditions while granting bail or refusal, while granting bail, asking them to deposit the money or furnish the surety bonds giving security of the property, it is almost denial of the bail. You know very well, in 1978, the Honorable Supreme Court in Motiram versus State of Madhya Pradesh, a very great judge, a human judge, Justice Krishna Iyer, held that if you put unreasonable conditions of directing to submit high sureties for the release of an accused, then it amounts to violation of human rights. The surety amounts have to be considered by the court, keeping in view of relevant variables such as the socio-economic location of the accused person. I also further say, it is not only the location, you have to keep in mind of that particular person's income that is mentioned in his Aadhaar card. In 1978, there is no Aadhaar card, maybe a household supply card is there. Now, lot of data is available. You keep all these factors in view and take personal surety bond or one surety of the person who is interested in him, or two sureties. But demanding that too in COVID-19 situation to deposit the amount is very onerous. Not only this, the Gwalior bench of the Madhya Pradesh High Court imposed certain conditions while granting bail for installing a non-Chinese LED TV at the district hospital and registration as a voluntary COVID-19 warrior and donating money for COVID-19 relief. How it is connected with the offense? Where is the source of power to impose certain conditions, that type of conditions? Definitely the court is not having such power. The conditions must be reasonable, keeping in view of the socio-economic data of the accused and the nature of the offense and other important factors of the case. But this type of conditions definitely can be considered as unjust, irregular and improper, and cannot be conceived where human rights, we are party for the Human Rights Convention and Charter, and where fundamental rights are there to each citizen of this country. With this, we'll see in the next video about the other aspects of in this regard. Please comment and subscribe our channel and request your friends to subscribe.